for, I don't know what your name is, Taurean, everybody. Make some noise, please. I like the music. I really do, thank you. See, I like this place. You got the dim lighting, the nice Asian pictures, all this nice decoration in the background. Rich, I gotta say, this really is the classiest opium den I've ever Alright, I'm looking at the crowd. There's a bunch of ladies in the crowd, and that's good, because I'm a ladies comic. That's what I do. I tell jokes that are sensitive. They make you think, but they also kind of make you want to cry a bit. And I know how much you ladies love to cry, so let's start this whole thing out. I want to inform you of something. I've been seeing a lot of stories on the news lately about people who are going to prison for things they didn't do. And they're always good stories because people always get out, but it got me thinking, because nobody ever goes to prison for something they didn't do, and it's something small. It's always something big, like a rape, or rape stabbing, or rape credit theft. I'm not sure why, but rape always seems to unwantedly force its way in there. It's like a conspiracy, you say. And I'm not sure if that's a plus or a negative for the judicial system, but they never fuck up speeding tickets. See, a lot of people stopped on the side of the road. I guarantee you, none of them have ever said, "You got the wrong guy." And nobody's ever wrongfully in prison for like 2 days before they realize they fucked up and they're like, "Oh, let's get you out of here." If you're really lucky, 2 birthdays. Chances are you're gonna miss out on some surprise parties. But on the plus side, that cake isn't even in like the top 3 of what's important right now. Number 1, this shit wouldn't have happened if Judge Judy was around. Number 2, why is soap so slippery? And of course, number 3, I still can't believe it's not butter. Because the circumstance really doesn't matter. That shit's still mind-blowing. You agree with me? You agree with me? And prison's a place where you're supposed to better yourself, you know? Pick up sewing, get your GED, convert to Islam, or another one of those fake cartoon religions. But Mr. Wrong Place, Wrong Time really misses out on that whole nowhere to go but up mentality. For him, it's like this fast and steady decline to rock bottom. Or to paint you a picture, the world's simplest roller coaster. And when you're done, you hang yourself with a belt. So you can see Disneyland didn't really want to pick this one up. But what's that guy gonna say? What's that guy got to say? Well, my wife left me, and I lost the house. But thank God I was able to take high school algebra again. I had totally forgotten what sine and cosine were for the longest time, but now we're like this. And what is it that they always say whenever they come hobbling out of prison all beaten and lifeless? Well, I'd like to thank Jesus for giving me the power to pull through. Or it's always some kind of weird inspirational bullshit. It's never anything that reflects actual time served. Well, I'd like to thank Jesus for giving me the power to shank that guy who took my jello. I can remember he told me, take a condom, fill it with shards of glass from a broken mirror, and stick it up your ass. Anybody who came after me bled for 40 days and 40 nights. Big ups to the man upstairs. Yeah, I know, it's miraculous. This is the stuff the Bible talks about. It's crazy. And I'm far too bitter for that, I really am. If I spend half my life in prison for something I didn't do, when I get out, money's just not gonna do it for me anymore. Unless you want me to become some kind of weird geriatric criminal version of the Punisher, you owe me a crime at this point. Like, you owe me a crime. I'm not greedy. I just want one crime. You owe me one crime. I'm just saying, when the cop shows up, he's gonna have to agree with me. She was obviously asking for it. That's terrible. It's terrible. I apologize. And it wouldn't even be that malicious. I swear it wouldn't. I'd probably just kill a kid while drunk driving. Wow. You see, that was sad. That was sad. So, we're gonna bring this just your 99-cent Salisbury steak TV dinner loses its bursting amounts of flavor after 30 seconds. Is that what's up here? No. Real estate agents. Real estate agents are the real villains here. These people were insufferable back when houses were actually selling, but nowadays, god damn, I thought Hooters waitresses were insincere. At least they have the common decency to look good when they're lying to your face. And on that note, ladies, if there are any real estate agents in here, you'd sell a lot more houses if you were shaking your goods around. I mean, if you can't expect to sell cheap, tasteless chicken wings while wearing a blazer, what makes you think you're going to move a house that way? And I'm not being sexist, I swear I'm not. I'm trying to help the economy, ladies. What are you doing? Nothing as usual. And for some odd reason, they always want to pimp their doors out to you. This one's Greco-Roman. This one's modern decor. Well, that's cool. The last place we went to didn't even have doors. It was all barricaded up. It was like some kind of weird Stephen King book. When we got in there, pipes were bursting, there was snow everywhere. Some lady kept on calling, asking us if we'd like to check out now. Sam Jackson was there, he was yelling like usual. We were like, whoa, slow it down. This was cool in Pulp Fiction, but it's 20 years later. Perhaps you could try some acting classes. It was really terrible. I don't think I'll be renting apartment 1408 anytime soon. And they always come at you with these weird facts. Like, these weird facts. I could get 2 dicks less if the previous owner's kid won honor roll 3 years in a row. I mean, that's really cool, but I could still beat her up in a fight, so I'm fantastic. But I want to know the cool stuff. They never come at you with the cool stuff. Like, this place right here, this is where the orgies happen. That stain on the carpet, that's goat blood from where they tried to raise the dark god Baron Zombie. The walk-in closet, that's where the previous owner hung himself. I'm not sure if you're into that type of stuff or not. I'm just saying this place may or may not be haunted. Buyer beware. And that was the end of that joke. I see I have stuff I need to work on. All right. All right. What happened to our dreams, people? What happened to our dreams? There are no astronauts here. Princesses don't come to comedy shows. But I know we all played cops and robbers as kids, but did anybody really want to grow up to be a bike cop? You mean I can ride a bike all day and still be overweight? Awesome. I know it's a lot more heartwarming to watch little Susie play doctor instead of battered spouse, but perhaps it's time we cut back on this whole anything's possible mentality. Plus, it worked great for Batman. Modern, gritty, realistic, why not pump it into the kids' play? I know Junior's not retarded, but perhaps we should give him a broom and let him play janitor. Because let's face it, with that odd cleft palate, he's not going to be the next Brad Pitt. And of course you can be a chef, Ann. We'll give you a hat and a nice apron. You can work in the kitchen all day long. It really is the safest place for you, ladies. Statistics show 1 in 4 women say no too much. You like that? Awesome. I wanted to be a secret agent when I was growing up. I don't know if any of you people can tell. That shit didn't quite pan out the way I planned it. And so, like, I'm in psychology now. That's like I'm saying, I'm far too happy with my life, so I want you to lay on this couch and make me depressed. I even brought this nice double news so we can both hang ourselves when this is done with. Like, but nothing I do screams secret agent, so I can see why that shit didn't work out. That'd be the possibly oddest interview I could ever see. Qualifications? Well, I flinch anytime you throw something at me. I'm always high, so I'll bring a bag of that sunny disposition into the workplace every day. And, oh yeah, one day I ripped a man's heart out with my bare hands. Yeah, it was pretty fucking brutal. Up, down, left, B, A, X. Kano's a real son of a bitch. I was trying that shit for ages. So, I watch a lot of cartoons. Like, I watch a lot of kid shows. But not because I'm training to be a child predator, but I watch a lot of kid shows because I find them too fucking depressing to turn off. Back in the day, Droopy Dog and Mr. Magoo taught us all a valuable lesson. Sure, life sucks now, but you better not fucking get old or else you're gonna be the laughing stock of the planet. Like, I think it's a safe bet to say that Oscar the Grouch gets a lot of hand jobs for food. Because he always seems strung out on something, And it doesn't really matter how much you like garbage, it can't actually sustain you. It's just a fetish thing. Like, I watch episodes of Charlie Brown thinking to myself, I wonder when this kid's gonna bring a gun to school. Because you can only move that football so many times before somebody takes matters into their own hands. And this kid's dog doesn't even like him. So you really think he has anything to live for? SpongeBob spends most of his time playing techno music and fucking homeless dudes. That is what Patrick is, right? He's homeless. I know he says he lives under a rock, but at that point you're really just playing semantics. And I know we all miss Scrooge McDuck because that heavy-handed metaphor taught us all a valuable lesson. Old rich white men don't want to know your name. They just want to fuck you. So, it makes sense. It makes sense. Alright. So, I hate to beat a dead horse, I really do. But musicians have it so much better than comics. I mean, there's no way that I could tell you people jokes dressed like Lady Gaga. Something about all those sequins would really interrupt the humor that I'm trying to convey to you people. But I get it though, I get it. Because at concerts, there's lights and there's dancers and there's like blaring noise everywhere and all sorts of stuff that will make you not pay attention to the fact that this dumb bitch on stage is currently wearing a bird as a hat while she sings about illegal immigrants or whatever the hell Alejandro is. But I can do it. I can do it. I swear to God, I can do it. I can dye my hair blue. I can tie sparklers to it, and I'd come up here and I'd talk. And you people wouldn't hear a word that I was saying, but you laugh. I guarantee you laugh. But that's not what I want to do. I want to take the high route. Because if I did that, that would make me no better than Carrot Top. And Carrot Top's not funny, he's really not. It's just that his bright orange and red hair distracted us all. Because if I came up here with a clock with the word dad written on it, and I said, ha, father time, and then I tossed it away like its sole purpose for existing was for some shitty pun, you people would lynch me. You fucking lynched me. But Carrot Top distracted us all. He distracted us all. And before we knew it, he had movies and TV shows, and he ruled the 90s. He ruled the fucking 90s. And by the time we realized it, it was too late. We were just left with some cold and dead reminder of what had happened. And we were just left to remember, keep your fucking guard up, America, because this shit could happen again. Keep your fucking guard up. And yet, years later, 9/11 still happened. And it's like we didn't learn a thing. Real talk. Real talk. All right. We all know at the point of the night we've reached. From this point, you gotta give it up for people for just going up here and slinging jokes. Round of applause for him and for your next comedian. Guys, at this point, you gotta understand. Okay, we're all comedians from this point, so we're all